Well, welcome back, our lovely customers, to another episode of Cafe Lily. We're your two hosts, Rosa and Kelsey. Kelsey and Rosa. Curryuku and your lawyer.
Who's the lawyer?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Now, today is a very special episode because we're looking at women with problems.
There was a bit of a theme to what we read this week.
Yeah. And we're gonna figure out what book, what manga, what comic made me realize that Kelsey cannot handle a feminine.
You know, I feel like I have to give some backstory here. 5 days ago, I said to Rosa, hey, you want to record a Cafe Lily this week? She said, yeah. Also, I have something really good that I want to say in the intro for this one. And I've been waiting for 5 days to find out what the good thing that she had to say was. And it was this, that I can't handle a femme.
And here's the thing, I'm not wrong.
But we have something else to talk about before we get to that one.
Now, who's our first women with problem?
We read Ayaka is in love with Hiroko, which is a Japanese webcomic by Jiang. And this comic is about Ayaka, who is in love with her supervisor from work, Hiroko. And she keeps trying to do things to impress Hiroko, like wearing the kinds of clothes that she likes, or going on business trips with her, just anything to try and win her heart. But it doesn't seem to work at all, and Ayaka just kind of assumes Hiroko is straight, but she keeps trying anyway. Unbeknownst to Ayaka, Hiroko is infamous in the local lesbian community for being a serial womanizer. She has dated everyone, and now this graduate hire at work is testing her.
Exactly.
Hiroko does like Ayaka, but she's trying to keep her cool because she also assumes that Ayaka is straight and just trying to be friendly. So these two women have a big misunderstanding going on.
It is hilarious. Like, looking at her, it's like, wow, she really is going for it. Like, if Hiroko knows, if it weren't for, like, workplace professionalism, she would have gone crazy.
She would have. She is barely keeping her grip.
She's barely keeping her grip as a womanizer. But, for the best, because it's the womanizing side that Ayaka may not want.
Okay, that's new to me because I actually didn't finish reading this one. I read the start of it, but you read all of it, so you know what happens by the end.
Well, what happened so far?
Oh, okay, it's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's still ongoing. There's still a few pages left, but I read what was still available. No, I say that because there was a moment where she realizes, she learns that, like, oh, she does like women, because she ends up finding her at her local lesbian bar.
Oh.
And she tried her best to deny it, to at least say, like, oh, she's probably was there because the lesbians brought her in. But no, Ayaka was there because she wanted to be around other lesbians and ran her issue about Hiroko not, like, taking the hints, the very obvious hints.
Hiroko is deep in denial. She is so deep in denial. She has problems. She is our woman with problems number one.
And so does Ayaka, because, like, her problem is that the woman with problem won't notice her.
What a problem to have.
But isn't that the appeal, Yuri? Just women having problems?
Something that I liked a lot about this comic was that both of the main characters have friends who are also lesbians, which for some reason is something that's missing from a lot of Yuri works. But I really like and I really value depictions of friendships between lesbians that are not love interests. I think that's really nice to see.
Yeah, it helps give, like, more look into, like, dynamics and, like, how they like to input like a perspective on, like, a life. and like how they talk with each other and everything. It's very interesting, and it's also pretty funny because you get some good bits. Like when they're at the bar and like one of them's also trying to hit on Ayaka.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep reading this one because I definitely want to find out what happens.
Do you get up to when another person confesses?
What?
Oh, okay, then that's something for you to look into, because it's really juicy.
I got up to the aftermath of the business trip where they were in the same hotel room.
Oh my god. How do we even make a joke with that? Like, usually someone would say she's gay as hell for not going crazy for her, but like, she is gay as hell. But yeah, this is a really fun one. It's just so funny seeing this person's like not taking the hint, or can't take the hint. You have any more comments on this one?
I'm definitely gonna have to read the rest of it, and I recommend it.
Yeah, same here. It's a really fun time.
Rosa, you read a mystery Yuri that you have not told me what it is.
Absolutely. Now, I read, again, Futari Escape, story and art by Shouichi Taguchi. I first saw this on my trip with Ryan to Alabama visiting Lou. At the bookstore, I was making a decision. Did I wanted the I Slept With My Landlord or this one? I ended up getting this. And I gotta say, if I didn't go on to my second reread, I would have said I'd rather had a physical version of I Slept With My Landlord. Now, this is my second read through of this. It's about two young women. One is an manga artist, overworked, and the other is a jobless slacker. Now, their name is... Wait, I just realized, did they never say their name? Oh my god, yeah. I just realized, I never noticed that, huh? That's so funny. This is the funniest book ever now. Just because of that, they never say each other's name. So yeah, Senpai Kohai. So we got this small, tiny blonde woman. She has no job, and she just sits around and like play video games. And then there's her Kohai, the mangaka, who is overworked. So when she's feeling overworked, she looks to her senpai to ask for help from escaping reality. So they have problems. They don't know how to relax. Well, the mangaka doesn't know how to relax. So her friend will always help her out. So either by like sitting down, taking it easy, watching a movie, or like buying expensive food, or going on a trip after an extension, and their editor questioning, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" So when I first read it, I thought, they don't have enough relationship problems for me to feel latched onto it, because it does hint that like they're very close, but they might not know it, but they might want to be closer.
Okay, but you noticed something new on your reread.
Yeah, that they don't have their names. But I kinda now like the flow of this one, because it's more relaxed and it's a nice little breather in between like the crazy relationships of women that has problems. And these two women, they do not have relationship problems. They just have problems dealing with work.
Right, of course.
Well, just a Monica. Now, I gotta say, I think what didn't grab me as much is like, I think personally just like it was just a me thing where like these character designs don't like speak too much of like a main dynamic with me. And I just think they feel like, I feel like they're younger than what their situation should be. At least they look too, at least like the senpai for sure. She looks a little too young for like the situation.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking up pictures right now and I see what you mean.
Yeah. If she looked like someone like, I keep forgetting that drunk lady's name from Bochi the Rock, then, you know what, definitely. I get her vibe here. Like, no, she looks like she at least worked a part-time job, which she really doesn't. But it's a nice change of pace. It's very slow. It has like these little zingers of just like dim, like just chilling out, hanging around. But like, it's a little anxious too, because like this manga is also like spending a lot of money on like stuff like going on trips and like buying sense of food till it becomes an issue. And like, you're the only one with money. Why are you buying all this with your broke senpai?
I read the first chapter of this one a while ago. I didn't end up reading any more of it just because I forgot to, like, not for any reason of its quality.
It's one where like you kind of just have to accept like it's slow vibe. It's more relaxed vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I can see how their relationship would develop over them learning from each other, maybe learning to relax a little bit.
You know, maybe they'll have a relationship that doesn't have problems.
Oh, I doubt that.
And I appreciate this manga too because it also has like a Precure reference.
Oh, does it?
But like not Precure.
I love when they have that in shows.
Yeah.
Non-copyright infringing Precure.
Yeah, it makes sense for this character because like she would have like be a fan of Precure. I mean, what lesbian isn't?
So true.
Well, yeah, I would say not a big recommendation, but I would say like if you're looking for something lax to read in between, like if you're like reading in between like insane ones, then this is a good one.
That's a good idea. We all need a break.
Now, you have one you wanted to talk about, Kelsey.
Yes. I recently watched Commando Girl Izumi, a Japanese TV show from the 80s, which is not Yuri, but I think is very funny if you choose to view it as Yuri.
Oh, how so?
It's about a teenage girl named Izumi who is captured by an evil organization and forced to undergo experiments and training to make her into the ultimate soldier. But before the brainwashing process is complete, she escapes and she vows to fight back to make sure no other kids end up like her. Now, if you're like me, you might be thinking, wow, Kelsey, that sounds almost exactly like what the plot of the original Kamen Rider is. And you'd be right, it's exactly that, except it's not about Kamen Rider, it's about a teenage girl who fires a rocket launcher. Where the Yuri angle comes in is she has two best friends. The first one, Keiko, is the head of the shadow student government, which is great. I love when there's one of those. But she and Izumi get off on the wrong foot initially because she's like, I don't like that there's a powerful new person in my area. So they fight, and Izumi wins. But from then on, Keiko is obsessed with Izumi. She's like, okay, well, I'm arranging for you to transfer to my school, but it's only so I can keep an eye on you and so we can fight again one day.
Sometimes girls can't just say, I like you. You gotta say, I'm making you come to my school so I can kill you.
It's literally that tweet about how someone wrote a letter saying, get out of my school, but instead she said, get into my school.
Get into my school, I hate you.
And then it just develops, it goes on. She's like, okay, I heard you needed a place to stay, Izumi, so I found an apartment for you. And then she says, Izumi, I think we should start a business together. That's just like a good financial decision. She wants to spend every minute of her day with Izumi, and especially in some of the later episodes, those two have some very dramatic moments together.
Oh.
And they have another friend called Saori, who is the only main character who is not a member of like a secret organization or a gang or anything like that, but she is the least normal out of all of them.
Oh.
She meets Izumi and immediately becomes obsessed with her. She always goes to the scene of Izumi's battles so she can watch because she just thinks Izumi is that cool. And she will throw herself into danger. She will intentionally antagonize dangerous people just so Izumi will get involved and come to her rescue.
That's a very feminine thing to do.
She's so funny. She's my favorite character.
Ooh, I definitely gotta check this out. This sounds like a fun romp. And are they like, are the two like rivals, or are they a polykill to to Izumi?
No, Keiko and Saori are best friends with each other.
So the polykill angle is possible.
It's definitely possible. Anyway, that's Izumi. That's Commando Girl Izumi. I think it's very funny that the show is about Izumi and also her two friends who spend their every waking moment thinking about her. It's only 15 episodes and it's a really fun watch, so I recommend it.
Yeah, I gotta watch it for myself. Now, I have a second mystery Yuri.
What's your second mystery, Yuri?
It is called Not So Shoujo Love Story. This is a webtoon by the author Curryuku. It's about a girl named Rei who wanted to live in a bit of a fantasy where she's a protagonist of a shoujo story, a romance shoujo story, because she has a crush on her senpai, who is a stereotypical looking Dorito face senpai. Now here's where the Yuri angle comes in. There's this girl named Hansen Ochin who wanted to get close to Rei-chan. They have a bit of an altercation. Well, Rei was trying to cause one with Hasun, where she just grabs Hasun and says, "You better step off before I punch that pretty face," or something like that. And all Hasun heard was pretty face. It's like, oh my god.
Oh no.
So you like me? And Ray's like, what are you talking about? And it's the webtoon is like insanity. The author is just like really being silly with this comic, because you get like people in the background just saying some weird things, like someone's like hey, I'm like taking a dump over here, leave me alone, or something surreal and funny like that. It's pretty vulgar for what it is, but it's really funny for that, and it has like an insane energy going on. But it's also nice when they could take that moment to like let the character breathe and like speak out their feelings. Man, these characters are like so silly.
I'd never heard of this before.
Yeah, I have GL out of context on my dash, so they would show me something and like, oh, I wonder what's going on here. So they posted an out of context moment of what seems like a very romantic scene from a later chapter. I go into it and like I come in, it's like, what's going on here? Well, it's pretty funny, and it also was like a good change of pace from like reading Futari Escape, because of like his high energy comedy and everything.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this, but it does sound good. I think, there needs to be Yuri of every genre. We need the serious Yuri and the comedy Yuri.
Yeah. It's like very self-aware. It's fourth wall breaking at times too, where you say like, oh yeah, the author just got lazy reading this. But yeah, it's a very fun read. I'm still going through it, but yeah, it's a fun time. You can read it on webtoons. I recommend it if you're looking for something really silly, really funny.
Everyone better check it out then.
Yeah, you get to see Chip Senpai, who is a lesbian ally. Oh, I told you this. I compared the senpai to like OG from Sweet Precure.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Exactly, because like the senpai clearly sees that like, yeah, this Hansen loves Rei, so he's like helping her out behind the scene, kinda.
Good on him.
It's like how Ochi saw like Hibiki fall asleep on Kanede, and like Kanede still likes the dude, but like he like sees him like, oh, I know what they are.
Okay, well, we're nearly done here, but before we go, we have to do a listener Yuri shout out. Well, this one is from L, from the Ready to Start fans server. They wanted a shout out for their favorite Yuri pairing, which is Uzumako from Skip and Loafer. Have you read or watched that?
Nope, but I think I heard that name before.
Yeah, the anime just came out, and I haven't watched it, but I read some of the manga a while ago. So these are the characters: Yuzuki, who is like the popular girl in class, and Makoto, who is a shy, nerdy girl. But they end up becoming friends, and Makoto is really self-conscious about it. And she really questions why someone so popular and beautiful would ever see anything in her. But Yuzuki is really grateful to have someone that she can consider a real friend. And I think that's a really nice relationship. I'm not caught up, so I don't know if they get together in the story, but it would be nice if they did.
Now I'm invested to see this year go through.
Definitely. There should be more slice of life school stories that just have a gay couple hovering around.
Technically, that's Precure. The main characters are gay couples, and there's gay couples hovering around. I think Gundam Witch had that too, but you wouldn't know till the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I still haven't seen any of Gundam Witch. I can't believe I haven't.
Well, now's a good time.
Yep, now's a good time. Anyway, if you want to shout out for your favorite Yuri pairing, leave a comment on the episode or in the Cafe Lily channel.
And we'll give it a shout out. Just put in hashtag shoutouts. Alright, now we sent out a very special invitation for next Cafe Lily.
Yes, we might have a special customer joining us.
Yes, we may. And for sure, next episode we have a lot to talk about.
Well, we'll see you then. Until next time, happy Fem/Friday.
Happy Easter, Xbox.